Now, ladies and gentlemen, in CSGO's most recent update on July 12th, 2022, that being right now, they have updated the game, and that of course, they've updated everything, and that is of course map changes, even they've updated the new revolver to have better textures, but they of course not removed Antwerp, which this has triggered me and many other people on Twitter and just YouTube in general, and especially with the CSGO skins community. I would say it's about almost 3 weeks overdue of getting removed, and they've just continued not to remove it. And the only really say and reason why I would think that is because it's making money. Valve is making a boatload of money off of Antwerp 2022. You look at the stickers, you look at the capsules on the market, there's so many of them. On top of that, there's millions and thousands of people's inventories. And well, even though we're all triggered and really upset by this, I still believe this might be a really good situation for a lot of people and also a decent opportunity to pick up some items. And with that being said, with prices going down before this update specifically, and now they're starting to go down even more, it's going to be a good opportunity to maybe pick up some items. But most importantly, I'm going to be covering Stockholm, of course, Antwerp, and where I see some of these stickers going at this moment in time. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and of course subscribe. And with that being said, here's a quick word from our video sponsor, SkinsMonkey.
Hello buddy, are you tired of your ugly skins? Nothing lost, don't skip the ad. Open SkinsMonkey.com, trade your CSGO skins and receive up to $5 bonus for free. What are you waiting for? Don't be a loser and trade on SkinsMonkey. Psst, there is also a 25% deposit bonus.
So the market really is all over the place right now at this moment. The case market is doing perfectly fine. I would say some of them are dropping down in price. Some of the active drop pool cases are going down quite a bit, which is kind of to be expected in a situation scenario like this. You're having things like the clutch case go down 5 or 6 cents on a daily basis, but I would say a lot today. The snakebite case is down about 3 or 4 cents, which is not too bad, but it's kind of to be expected, especially with the new recoil case. And speaking of the recoil case, this thing is at 11,000 quantity right now at $2.70, which I would say is pretty good, but it's also a decently high quantity, especially for that price point, but it's a lot better than the Dreams of Nightmare situation when of course this came out at about 11,000 quantity. I'm also seeing this dropped in games, which is 10 times better already, because I never really saw Dreams of Nightmares drops in games very much. And of course, the core cases inside CS, like the clutch case, the glove case, and the breakout case really haven't moved too much. The glove case, once again, isn't really moving at all, which is a good and bad thing. And of course, the breakout case at 11,000 quantity, it's really diminishing. Over the past 2 years, this has dropped from 30,000 to 10,000, which is kind of concerning. And I think this is going to start to go into the Bravo and weapon case situation where this becomes a really rare case, and only certain people are going to be able to unbox it. And with that being said, it's going to be a case where I would say you shouldn't throw all your eggs in one basket. This should be kind of an afterthought of an investment, kind of like a Bravo case right now. And that's where it's going. That's where I see it anyway. Something like the Chroma cases are absolutely exploding up in price. The Chroma 2 went from being 85 cents recently to almost 95 cents, pushing that dollar mark once again, which is actually really exciting. The Chroma 3, because the Chroma 2 is also going up with the Chroma 1, the Chroma 3 is the cheaper alternative, which is raising that price quite a bit as well. So those investments that people bought in at 20-30 cents last year, even lower than that, those are really starting to pay off. Now, so most importantly, Antwerp 2022. We're going to first go over the holos, then the golds, and then the capsules, and then Stockholm. So right off the bat, these autograph holos and just the holos in the game are not too bad in price, but they've really dropped the past 24 hours. I was going to do this market update even if there wasn't an update for CS today, but I kind of wanted to wait to see if they would get removed. And well, the Rocks holo at $44.47 quantity has gone down from being $60 or $70 just the past few days. This is telling me one thing overall, and that is, of course, with these stickers being on the market for so long, it's not that people don't like them, it's not that people are not interested in them, it's just because they've been on the market for almost 2 months, a little over that at this moment in time. People have seen these stickers, they're starting to get bored of them. They're like, what's the point of keeping these if they're just going to keep them in the game forever? That's how people's mindsets are. They're getting bored of them, essentially, just for the short term of things. Now, I actually have a huge problem with investing into autograph holos right now. And that is, of course, if you look at the price difference between the Monacy and the Rocks and just the rest of the holo autographs, it's a huge price drop. It's a huge drop off as well. The Rocks holo, in my personal opinion, is a really weird investment. I wouldn't really recommend going into it at this moment in time because it's very unstable. This thing started out at $13, $15 like any other holo and any other autograph sticker like Monacy, the Vinny, the Simple, and then boom, all of a sudden it shot up to $60 to $100. And that was overnight, of course, and people were buying it at that moment in time because they thought it was going to be really rare. But there's really nothing holding that sticker together as a really good investment for the future besides it being really rare. But every other holo signature in this capsule and just on this list right here is also very rare, almost equally rare. Something like the Cloud9 sticker has gone down about $2 in the past couple days, which has also been concerning for some people. I wish I bought them at this price for my craft on my AK a little while ago. But what can you do? Those stickers I still see being a decent investment for the future, but of course, with this sticker sale lasting this long, and if they continue to leave it on here for this long, it's going to be very frightening for some people, and I think some investments might go down the drain. Now, speaking of the sale before we go into the capsules, I believe the Antwerp sale will most likely get removed because it hasn't been removed this week, sometime in August. And that is, of course, when we receive the CS10 capsule. And this is, of course, the 10th anniversary of Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And that's going to be a brand new sticker capsule by the community. Valve is going to want everyone's attention and eyes, of course, on that sticker capsule, rather than having all these old capsules that people are going to unbox. They want all the attention going to the new one. That might be a too late situation and scenario for an investment, but we'll have to wait and see. Even before the sale started, I think this entire sale and this entire investment as a major was going to be very, very different because people are obviously wanting the same outcome as Stockholm. That's just realistically not going to happen. Now, to say it's not going to be successful is a completely different thing. I think it's just going to come down to certain individual capsules and certain individual stickers that are most likely going to blow up due to FOMO and just due to a new hype that comes along. Now, speaking of the gold stickers are a pretty decent price right now. They've actually gone up quite a bit in the past day or two since I recorded Mando Monday, which is pretty cool. The Monacy gold sticker is kind of the same situation as the Rocks Hollow in the autographs, and it's actually switched. It's funny enough. All the gold stickers, they have a huge price drop off as well. And I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it's rarity or the demand for some of these gold stickers and some of the hollows, but there's a price drop off of almost $100, it feels like, for the Monacy gold and the simple gold, which is just kind of absolutely crazy. $61 to $150. That's a huge, huge price difference, especially for one individual sticker. And the rest go underneath that at $47, then $30 to $20. And when I see something like that, it's not always the best to go with the highest tier and the best autograph at that moment in time because the price is usually unstable, and that is very true. I've seen this thing go to $110 just the past couple of days, then go up to almost $200. And now, speaking of the capsules are going up quite a bit in quantity. At just last week, we saw 320,000 quantity for the Legends for the Antwerp capsule, just the regular Legends. That was a 330,000. It's now almost 380,000 in the market at 26 cents. So the good thing is, though, on all this, the prices haven't fallen under retail price, which is usually a pretty good sign. And everything else is also not really moving too much in price. Now, like another 30,000 on the challengers, another 25,000 on the contenders that have been added just the past couple weeks. And that's kind of to be expected when you have a sale on for this long. People are going to list their capsules they bought on the market just a little while ago or bought on the CSGO item shop to kind of maybe get rid of them. They're just changing their mind, really whatever. And just do a quick check-in with Stockholm. It's actually doing pretty good. The Challengers capsule for Stockholm is actually up about 15 cents, which is very, very nice. And the hollows are also doing pretty good. The mouse is going up a little bit, but nothing too crazy. But I would say it's doing a little better than Antwerp. So for Antwerp, I see the sale getting removed most likely sometime in August. Now, is that going to crush investments for the future? Most likely not. I'm not going to be selling any of my investments. Investing in Antwerp, people should know the risks versus rewards. It's very risky for especially what you could be getting rewarded with, especially if it's that low of a return, but it's still a return. Don't put in what you can't afford to lose, especially in a major nowadays because they're so risky. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below for next week's video, tomorrow's video. Peace out, guys.